Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi, and my IQ exceeds 200, which makes me the perfect person to teach at a high-level cram school. I'm a job hopper, and it's hard for me to stay in one job for a long period of time. But a month ago, I found a great job opportunity. It was at a teaching position at a cram school that I myself had attended when I was a student. Today's meeting went well. I'm so glad. Oof! Ouch! Oh, sorry about that. Been awake for 72 hours straight. Guess I was sleepwalking without realizing it. You need to get some sleep. Being sleep deprived is not good for your health. Oh, are you the famous teacher Bunta? Yeah, and I know you too. You're Hiroshi. You were my student not so long ago. That famous boy that was so smart that you became a legend at our school. You got an IQ that exceeds 200. You're a genius, you know that? I'm so flattered that you still remember me. It's great to see you again. Are you okay? It seems that you're not getting enough sleep. Yeah, I'm fine. We're dealing with a shortage of teachers right now. What do you do for a living now? I see. That must be tough. I'm a freelancer. I do all sorts of jobs here and there. I see. A freelancer, huh? You just get off from work? Yes. Today I handled the delivery of some equity shares. Oh, you deliver things? Yes, I do. Something like that. Kinda expected that you'd be doing something else. You passed the Certified Public Accountant, Bookkeeping, and Real Estate Broker exam when you were in middle school. So I assumed that you'd be working in one of those fields. Well, it was because of you that I passed all of those exams. You were a great teacher to me. It'd be great if we had someone like you working at our school. Really? Don't mind what I just said to you. You mentioned that there was a shortage of teachers at the school right now. I owe you so much, so it'd be my pleasure to help you out. You sure? That'd be amazing! Of course. Thank you so much. I'm gonna tell the head of the school all about you. So would you mind stopping by at our school tomorrow? Sure thing. The following day. I'm so glad we bumped into each other yesterday. I'm amazed that you knew who I was. I've changed quite a lot from the last time we met. I would never forget the face of one of my favorite teachers. I couldn't tell Bunta that I recognized him right away because of his extraordinary looks. Hiroshi, follow me. Let me show you around. I'm so excited to be able to work with you. Is this school dedicated to memorizing facts? The school's name isn't the same as what I remembered it to be. Yeah, we changed the names. The head of the school wanted to revamp our image. I see. Morning, sir. May we come in?
What is it, little mushroom guy? I'm busy, so make it quick.
Sorry to bother you when you're so busy. I'd like to recommend Hiroshi for one of the teaching positions here. I'd be happy if you consider him to be one of our teachers. Lovely to meet you, sir. I would very much like to be considered for one of the openings here.
He doesn't look intelligent to me. Are you sure that he's capable? Where did you find this guy?
Hiroshi used to study here when he was a student, and he was top of his class. In fact, he's a legendary student. He passed so many difficult exams at such a young age. He's got an IQ of over 200, so he's a genius. Really. He's the right person for the job. He'll definitely be able to help our students raise their academic performances.
He may have been top of his class, but that doesn't make him a good teacher. He doesn't have the charisma to become a star teacher.
You don't need to worry. I have what it takes, sir.
Fine. We're short-staffed. I suppose you could be of help. You're hired.
Thank you so much!
I'm off to a dinner with some executives from the high schools in this area. Little mushroom guy, make sure that everyone gets their work done for the day. I also need you to take care of this by tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir! See you tomorrow! I'm glad that we get to work together. This is a tough working environment, but I'm counting on you, Hiroshi. I'm happy to be able to work with you, Bunta. But the head of the school is... He's the head of our school and the president of the company that handles the management. I see. I didn't have a good impression of the head of the school, Kaneo. Our school was acquired by Kaneo's company 5 years ago. His motto is that if a student memorizes all of their textbooks, they can get a perfect score in all subjects. He also sells his company's products to the students. The products are supposed to help the students memorize facts. It all seems very fishy to me. Besides, memorizing textbooks isn't going to make the students' grades better. I agree, but I can't say no to Kaneo. He's the boss. Can I ask you to teach the history class today? Sure thing. I'm on it. I'd love to teach history to the students. Hello, everyone. I'll be teaching this history class from today. My name is Hiroshi. Nice to meet you, Hiroshi! Please open your textbooks to page 64. We're going to cover the Edo period in Japanese history. Okay, the government created a new law called the Laws for the Military Houses, which prohibited the feudal lords from restoring castles without a permit. Hold on. We're going to stop memorizing our textbooks from today. Memorizing your textbooks is not going to make you smarter. But this is how it's done here. I see. Then Koyama, can you tell me about the Mongol invasions of Japan? You must have memorized that part already. Well, I've heard of it before, but I don't remember. See? Memorizing the facts doesn't help you understand them. This is why I'm proposing a new method of studying. How are we going to do that? I have a question for everyone. Let's assume that you are the rulers of Japan. What would you do as rulers if you were in possession of such power? What would you do to protect your powers from being taken by someone else? If I were the ruler of this country, I'd want to eat lots of delicious food, so I'd ask my people to bring me the best rice, meat, fish that the country has to offer. But that would have a negative impact on the poor farmers, correct? So what happened historically was that people raided the rich people's homes and stores. This is what we call the peasant riot. I see. So in order to prevent such riots from happening, I would introduce something like the firearms and swords control law that we have today. Toyotomi Hideyoshi did precisely that. He introduced the sword hunt. He took away all weapons from the common people and only allowed samurai to carry weapons. That's how he prevented riots from occurring. Wow, you make it so easy to understand! It's interesting to learn history this way, right? But have you ever considered that people with money could hire samurai to take you down as ruler? What would you do then? Well, I'd make sure that one person doesn't become too wealthy and powerful. Not sure how I'd go about it though. I mean, I couldn't steal their money. This is why the Sankin Kotai was conceived during the Edo period. It allowed the ruling government to control the feudal lords so that they wouldn't become too powerful. The feudal lords were gathered in Edo on a regular basis. Why were they gathered in Edo? Good question. In that period, the only method of transportation was foot, so it took the feudal lords days to travel to Edo. And the feudal lords traveled to Edo together in a group, which means what? Oh, I see. They had to use a lot of money to eat and stay places while they traveled. That's right. This prevented the feudal lords from bribing the samurai to overrule the shogun. So that's the Sankin Kotai in a nutshell. Isn't this more fun than just memorizing the facts? Wow, you're a great teacher! This was so much fun! When learning history, it's very important to understand the story behind the facts. You need to think about why each person acted a certain way to understand their motives. Yes, Hiroshi! So this is how I created a small revolution at the school. I completely changed the teaching methods and made it more interactive. At times, I introduced fun games to the class to make learning more interesting for them.
Don't you think that Hiroshi's teaching methods are not in line with the school's management policies?
Well, memorizing textbooks is not an efficient way to learn. I feel bad for the students that are losing sleep over memorizing textbooks.
But if one teacher starts ignoring the rules, it could bring down the morale of the entire school.
But you understand why I challenged the status quo, don't you? As teachers, don't we have an obligation to make the learning process for the students an interesting one? Take a look at this.
Is this?
Yes, these are the recent test scores of my students. All of my students have better scores than before. I also give each of my students feedback so that they can work on their weaknesses before their next test. I shared my teaching method with the other teachers, and they agreed to make good use of it. It seemed that deep down, the other teachers felt the same way that I did. But there was one unhappy person. It was the head of the school, Kaneo.
Hiroshi! I heard that you changed to the curriculum without my approval. How dare you! And you haven't even tried to sell our pillows, the ones that make memorizing easier for the students. What have you been doing all this time? Think about our sales numbers.
I'm sorry, Kaneo, but those dubious pillows are not going to do anything for the students' academic performance. After I changed the way the classes were taught, each student's grades went up substantially. And new students are coming to our school every day and asking if they can enroll here.
Don't act like you're the reason that we have more students. It's the fact that I get our students to fully memorize the textbooks. The students look up to me, and they want to be like me when they grow up.
I don't understand why you see things this way. Are you saying that you've also memorized all the textbooks in their entirety? I'd like to ask you a question about page 64 of the social studies textbook.
Shut up! You're just here to make money for me. Make sure that you get all your students to memorize their textbooks. After that, have them purchase our pillows and supplements.
This school isn't going to get any better with Kaneo as the head. I wonder what I can do. I had to do something about Kaneo. He was bringing down the morale of the teaching staff and students. The day of my winter bonus payment date arrived. I'm so grateful that you joined our school, Hiroshi. Our school's more popular than ever, and each of our students are doing well academically. I'm sure that we'll both get a big bonus this year. I'm happy that you feel this way about me. I really enjoy teaching here. The students are great. I heard that we have a record sales number this year. I'm looking forward to our bonuses.
Good. You're all here. Because of my hard work this year, our school is the top cram school in this area. And since I'm a great boss, I'm giving you all some bonuses.
Kaneo hadn't really done anything. In fact, if it weren't for him, the sales numbers would probably have been even better. I didn't know how he could be so conceited.
Good for nothing, Hiroshi. Here's your bonus.
Thank you. Huh? Is this a joke? My bonus is only 10 yen?
First of all, you ignored the educational policy of my school. And second of all, you didn't make any effort to sell any of our products to the students. You should be happy that you received a bonus at all.
You're horrible.
The same can be said about the rest of you too. So I'm giving the same amount of bonus to you guys as well.
This is so unfair. We all worked really hard.
If you're unhappy with your bonuses, you should come up with a brilliant plan to fire me. But it's not going to be easy because I'm the president of the company.
Kaneo, ain't you being a little harsh?
I have a meeting to attend to, so I'm leaving now. See you guys. Make sure that you get the students to memorize their textbooks. Don't go defying my rules anymore. And don't forget to sell our products to the students either.
I'm sick and tired of working under Kaneo.
Same here. If we can't get him to resign, I think I'm going to start looking for a new job. Wait, don't give up just yet. It won't be good for our students if we all quit at the same time. What are we going to do then? We can't get Kaneo to leave his own company. Actually, there might be a way to get him to resign. How are you going to do that? I came up with a great plan to get rid of Kaneo. The next day,
I wonder why there's a shareholders meeting today. Maybe I'm being rewarded for the recent increase in sales numbers. I'm probably getting a special bonus for all of my efforts. People finally appreciate all the work I've done for the company and school. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Kaneo. We've all been waiting for you. Please, take a seat.
What are you doing here, Hiroshi? This isn't the place for someone like you. It's a meeting for executives only. Get out of here.
You're mistaken. I'm the one that called this meeting today.
What the hell are you saying? There's no way that someone in your position can call this meeting. You don't have that kind of authority.
You might be my boss at work, Kaneo, but aren't you being a little rude to me? I'm the biggest shareholder of your company after all.
You're the top shareholder of my company? How is that possible? You're just a part-timer.
Actually, I'm not just a part-timer. I invest in all types of stocks in my spare time, and I'm doing very well and taking in lots of profits. Yesterday, I bought 51% of your company's stocks.
You must be joking. This can't be happening. You're an individual investor? Are you for real?
Yes, I'm an individual investor. That's why I've asked for this special shareholders meeting to be held today. Today, we're going to ask you to resign from the company.
Why do I need to resign? What's going on, Hiroshi? Please, tell me what's happening here.
It's too late to be nice to me, Kaneo. You were selfish and you made money off our poor students. You took the joy of learning away from them by forcing them to memorize their textbooks. You also haven't been taking good care of the teachers. They're overworked and tired. I request that a new president be appointed as the head of this company. All those in favor, please raise your hands.
Wait, please don't do this. I apologize if I was rude to you in the past. Please forgive me and allow me to stay on as the president of the company.
The majority voted in favor of your resignation. You are dismissed as of today. Now please leave.
Hiroshi, I'm so sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me.
I'm sorry, but it's too late. The damage has been done. Also, it looks like you didn't keep a record of the sales of the products that you sold to the students. And you took this money and put it in your personal bank account. Please take home the remaining products that are in the storage room. We don't need them here.
Hiroshi, don't do this!
Kaneo was dismissed as the president of the company at the special shareholders meeting. Because he liked to overspend, he didn't have any savings, so he became penniless overnight. He wasn't able to find a new job, and he spent the rest of his life trying to make ends meet. And I became the new president of the company. I continued to teach at the school, but also carried out the management of the company. My intention was to find a candidate for the CEO position so that I could resume being a full-time teacher. In my mind, Bunta was my first candidate. He was smart, funny, and kind. He would be the best person for the job. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.